Joined now by Greg Craig. He's a member of the board of directors of Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation, stock symbols SIRC. Greg, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Don. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. Now tell us about, you joined the company, you're a member of the board of directors. Congratulations on that. Tell us a little bit about your background, if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah, I'm real excited to have joined the company SIRC. And I'm a relatively new director, having been there just about a week. So it's still processing a lot of the things going on in the company. And as far as my background goes, I guess going all the way back, I started out in Alaska. My mom's a Inupiat Eskimo, had a really great experience in Alaska, went to University of Alaska up there. I made it to California to go to business school at UCLA at Anderson. Was fortunate to start a business out of business school that turned into the #5 largest wholesale energy trader in North America. And we had revenues of $3.5 billion or so when I finally sold that business to Macquarie Bank. So that was my first sort of foray into energy, which was the wholesale side. From there, it's been a litany of energy companies, both running companies. I was chairman and CEO of the largest publicly traded retailer called Commerce Energy some years ago, which was a turnaround, and it was ultimately sold to another public company, giving me some pretty good exposure to the other side of the energy mix, which is retail. So wholesale and retail to start out my career. It's been a number of other energy companies in the mix. I'm also proud to say I've been chair of the UCLA Anderson Price Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation for about 12 years, which is a really fascinating place to be. It's good to be back in the university system, and there's a lot of learning comes from there as well. So pretty much, Don, it's been all energy all the time, ranging from wholesale to retail to renewable. And it's pretty exciting times. It's a good segue to SIRC because it's pretty exciting times as there's an awful lot of evolution and change and disruption in the energy markets, as we all know, of late, which provides a whole lot of opportunity for companies like SIRC.
Well, with an impressive resume such as that, you can pretty much pick and choose your opportunities. What was it about Solar Integrated Roofing that attracted you to join the board?
Yeah, thank you for that. And I am very, very excited to be part of this team. I'd say there's a few things that stick out about this model. For one, it's very unique. There's 3 sources of revenue, and then probably other offshoot related revenue sources. But the principal ones are roofing revenue, which is a very stable, solid business. The second one is the tailwinds just around all 3 roofing, solar, and EV charging installations, which makes this unique model. All 3 have very good tailwinds right now for various reasons. And then the current CEO and founder of the company, Dave Massey, who's one of the other reasons I joined the board, I think has an interesting and very exciting vision, which is marrying these 3 activities: roof work, solar, and EV. And as we know, solar is about to hit probably another accelerated growth curve. There's an awful lot of tax incentives. We feel good as a company because it's doing right by the earth as well. And then EV, the charging stations installation, that's going to benefit greatly from what will be soon a tipping point where EVs are exploding and all the car manufacturers are launching new EVs. I think we should see, based on last projections, I saw 5 million EVs in California over the next decade. So those 3 revenue sources for under one roof and done through a very aggressive acquisition program has led the company to move from top-line revenues just a year or so ago of roughly 10 million to a projected more than 100 million this year. So that's a 10-fold increase in a year. I think it's suggestive that the company's serious about growing. It's doing so through accretive acquisitions. And myself and the other independent director that just joined, named Mike Falquist, who he and I have experience working together in the past, have a shared philosophy that's consistent with the direction of SIRC. And also, I think our public company experience will greatly help the company in navigating this next 12 months or so as it looks to move to the NASDAQ.
Well, it's been amazing watching the company grow. We've been covering them about 6 or 7 years. It was a local company when we first were introduced to them. Now they basically have a national footprint.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really impressive what Dave Massey's been able to do, and I think he's got a keen eye for acquisition. I've been particularly impressed with the sales organization and his ability to generate sales in a scalable way, as well as the acquired companies contain some extremely qualified and experienced people. And if you're going to grow at this pace, you got to have good people to do that. And I think Dave's done a real good job of bringing in companies that contain great leaders. So that's going to be really the foundational elements of the company's growth is really good assets, really good people in a sector with many tailwinds. So that's usually a recipe for success. And so that's what attracted me to join this board.
You're absolutely right, because solar's been around for 20, 25 years, but it's really just getting ready to undergo really a revolution.
Yeah, and all signs are pointing that way. And it's, again, and I hear this in my first, little bit of time with the company, I hear a really cool mantra, which is it's great business, but everybody feels really good about the work we're doing as well, because we're helping to achieve more renewable in California and in other states, as well as propelling and taking advantage of the growth in the electric vehicle market. So, I always love businesses that do well financially and for stakeholders, but also do well for, broader society. So I'm a big fan at this point, early on, but I see exciting things for this company.
Company Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation, stock symbols SIRC. Greg, welcome to the team, so to speak. I'm not on the team, but I feel like I am. We've been covering the company for so long. But basically, congratulations on your appointment. Thanks so much for joining us on the show.
What a pleasure. And I look forward to more updates as we go forward, Don.